Crafters, Georgia Lane here with Creative Moments by G. Today we're going to make a friendship card and we're going to use the Stampin' Up stamp set to a wild rose. Oh, I think it just makes a beautiful card, don't you? So let's head over to the design table and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to make true friendship card. We're going to have a little something in the middle of it when you open it up. So on our base card, you're going to need a 5x7. The first mat is going to be 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. You're going to need an inside mat the same size, 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. This is a wonderful stamp set to a wild rose from Stampin' Up, and you can find it in our regular catalog on page 141. It's $26, but it does multiple stamps. You start off with the base, you move in with some more definition, and then the outline. It also has the leaves as well, and some beautiful, beautiful sentiments. So it's on page 141. Let's go ahead and get started with this. The first thing we need to do is we need to start with our base stamp. Okay, and you always start with the lightest color, and we're going to start with crushed curry. And as a little trick, I put a mark where I want everything to line up so that I know I'm going to curve on this little curved part right here. That's where I'm going to line up all these stamps. So let's go ahead and just stamp. I'm going to stamp off a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp each base that we want. Okay. And I'm going to stamp this way right there. Okay. Next we're going to move over to the middle one. And we're going to use Cajun Craze for our next dimension. Okay. And I know that I put my mark on the other one up here. That's how I know where to put my color. Oh, that is so pretty. And finally, okay, we're going to close this, and we're going to move into our Memento Black. Now this is where the definition comes in. You can actually see the outline. Okay, and finally we need to stamp the little middle that goes on the flowers. Just kind of hold them down. We're using the Memento Black. Oh, just perfect. Now we have to stamp the leaves. Okay, so we have 2 layers on the leaves that we need to use. We are going to use Shaded Spruce. Okay. Next, we need to go ahead and stamp our sentiment. We're going to use, I think we'll use something to match our Merry Merlot. So we're going to first just make sure it works. Okay. I'm going to put this right here. Doesn't that look beautiful? Now remember, what I like to always do is I like to add some dimension around the outside of the card. I just don't like those white lines. I just don't like them. It doesn't have to be much, just a little bit to give it some dimension. That just highlights the sentiment, doesn't it? What we need to do now is we need to go ahead and glue down our sentiment on the front page. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use a tape runner and just glue this down. Now, tape runner doesn't work the same, remember, as wet glue, so make sure you know exactly where you want it. Here's the front of our card. Isn't that beautiful? We're going to put that to the side because we have to also do something to the inside. So we're going to get out our shaded spruce again. Just going to stamp some happy little leaves on the inside of the card. And we're also going to give it a little bit of shading. I don't know why, but I just don't feel like a card is finished if it has those white edges on it. Okay, and we're ready to glue that down onto the inside of our card. Once again, we're going to use our tape runner. And there we have it. True friendship is one of God's greatest gifts. Oh, I think that card just turned out beautifully, don't you? Well, thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. Remember, you can head on over to my online store to pick up all these materials so you can make this card and share it with your friend. Well, I hope you go out and have a fantastic day.